presented by Einstein Science Academy. So today we will make a tour of Istanbul, where is capital city of European civilization and one of the first settlements of humanity. Also connection between Asia and Europe. Istanbul's one hand is modern place, as you can see, and the other hand is historical places. We will see today historical places. I will list them: Galata Tower, Maiden Tower, Haydarpasa train station, Sirkeci train station, Marmaray, and Hagia Sophia. And the last one is Hagia Sophia. Maybe we can see all of them, but we have no time for it. So let's go. Our first structure is Galata Tower. This tower is one of the most well-known towers in Istanbul, and it's famous for architecture and legends. Galata Tower has a great view of the city from the heights. You can see Golden Horn, Üsküdar, Fatih, Beyoğlu, Topkapı Palace, and many more things. And it can rotate 360 degrees. So, no, let's go up. And Hero is the daughter of Marmaray, he is Byzantine emperor, and Leandros is the son, villager boy, and he is living in Galata Tower. But Marmaray isn't happy with that love story, so he gets his daughter and locked to Maiden Tower. Every night, Hero lighting her lantern and sending signal to Leandros, and Leandros every night trying to swim to Maiden Tower to reach her. But one day in storm and rainy day, Leandros, when he is swimming, he died when he is swimming. So Hero very happy and painful. So Hero throws herself on the rock from the Maiden Tower. Is Sultanahmet. In the 17th century, it is said that he made wings from the Galata Tower and flew all the way to Üsküdar. Also, we can say earning him that having knowledge in 1,000 different sciences. We will see the Galata Tower and Maiden's Tower from the two different angels and facing each other. These two towers, which grow up facing each other, reflecting romantic historical history of Istanbul. Now we will continue our journey with these towers, and our next journey is Maiden's Tower by using Karaköy tunnel, which was built by second Abdülhamit, this project, and we will using Karaköy tunnel. Let's go. Tower. We are in here, the second place, the Maiden Tower. It's a famous building in Istanbul. It's on a small island near Salacak beach, and it has been used for many different things in the past. So there are many stories about it. It's one of the most important buildings in Istanbul. One of the most famous stories has been written here about Maiden's Tower. There are a lot of stories because there's a lots of civilizations had many stories and legends. So it's so about historic and mythical. The Byzantine Emperor. This is the other story about Maiden's Tower. The Byzantine Emperor, an oracle tells Emperor that a snake will kill his daughter. To protect his daughter, he locked his daughter here in Maiden's Tower. So the tower in middle of the sea, but one day a snake came here in a pocket on fruit pocket. So we will say that there is a daughter lives in here, and there are lots of things because he is the daughter of the Byzantine Emperor. So the story continues with daughters killed by the snake because this came from snake. No, anyways, we can continue with that. We came out of fruit basket and it causes the death. After this tragic event, the body of the princess was buried in Hagia Sophia. We will visit here the last place of it, and I will show you. This is about the story behind the Maiden's Tower. Tower first made as a wooden, then in Byzantine Emperor it was made by rock, remade it, and there's a different purposes to use, such as lighthouse, defender, quarantine center, a lighthouse, a defense point. It was originally built by any civilization, and there's a different special equipments by the walls. As you can see, there's a different type of walls, and now it can be used as a tourist examinator and tourist waiting area, also restaurant, and now it's a museum. You can come to here to see what's going around here. The Maiden's Tower secret tunnel that I have told you in the story behind the Byzantine Emperor and the daughters, that daughters came out here from this secret tunnel so they can give food, water, which her needs. So there's a secret tunnel to Üsküdar, Salacak, and you can see every view of the Istanbul is a 360 degrees. You can see Üsküdar, Beşiktaş, Topkapı Palace, Karaköy, and all Marmaray Sea, and there's a few iconic places that you can see ships going around, cruises, and in the back of the Maiden Tower you can see European continent, and in the front of the Maiden's Tower you can see the Asia continent. And this is all about the Maiden's Tower that I can see. Now I will tell you how can you transport here. You can transport here by the boats, as you can see from the Karaköy, and you can came here from the Salacak boat, and also you can use Marmaray to came here, and we will go to the Marmaray in our next stop and the Haydarpasa train station. So the next thing I will show you is 360 degree shows of the Maiden Tower. Let's see. Welcome to the Haydarpasa station, the third place that you come and see. This is in restoration now, so we can enter here. And there is a high-speed train when it was 10 years ago, but now it's in restoration. So it's in cultural president, and this is not in transportation president. And there is a Haydarpasa mosque for passengers, and also there is a Haydarpasa port in the sea near the port, and there is a Haydarpasa port. Also there is a waiting room for passengers, and when it finished there will be a high-speed train to Ankara, İzmir, Konya, Eskişehir. And what what can I tell you about this? And there's a connection between Sirkeci and Haydarpasa train stationery. It's in Asian continent, so its architecture style is about more west, and Sirkeci station is in the European continent, so it has a more Anatolian style, and this is the biggest train station in the Turkey, and the second is Sirkeci station. So we will talk about later. And why is Haydarpasa stopped the ghost train? First one, there's a fire in Üsküdar, so it has been restored. In restoration, they found out there's archaeological things. As you can see here, there are lots of archaeological workers here, and there's some rails here. It's started to painting up again. Söğütlüçeşme station. This is one of the iconic places in Istanbul. As you can see, you can change for the high train, and you can change them for metrobus line, or you can use the Marmaray project line. So there's a train, so I can show you. There's a Fenerbahçe Stadium near the Söğütlüçeşme station. So I will tell you about the Marmaray project. The connection between Asia and the Europe. Connection between Sirkeci train station and the Haydarpasa train station. Temporarily using Söğütlüçeşme for high-speed trains instead of Haydarpasa train guard. So, what is the Marmaray project? Before 100 years ago, the second Abdülmecit and the second Abdülhamit planned this and ran this project, the Marmaray project, between the Asia and Europe under the Marmara Sea. And after years that, Turgut Özal made this plan and set off this plan. And after many years, in 2018, the Marmaray project has been revolved and get in construction. What is Marmaray project? Marmaray project is a tunnel that goes under the sea, Marmara Sea, and set of tunnels by the tunnels, and Marmaray goes here. So how it's made by? This is waterproof tunnel and covered by the sand. So it's not in the sea, it's under the sea. So it's earthquake proof, waterproof, and there are autonomous fire alarm systems, and there's a gates in the Üsküdar and the Sirkeci stations to prevent if the tunnels explodes. So these gates are closing, and the waterproof system is getting on if the tunnels explode. As you can see, the Marmaray is very big because it's goes to rural places. It's not an urban, so it's a rural train. We can say Marmaray rural train. So it's very, as you can see, it's very crowded. And what we say about the Marmaray is the connection between Istanbul's center of the city and the rural areas. This goes local to Gebze lines. So this is one of the biggest projects in our Istanbul. And to continue how it made it, in Tuzla we made the tunnels and set in under the sea. And after that we used cars, Sirkeci cars and Haydarpasa cars. So let's go on our trip and get a trip of Marmaray. We are getting on the Marmaray. Project. So we will tell that 60 meters under the sea, we go here. And it's just a few minutes to cross the Bosphorus. And as you can see, that I tell you, this is gate that waterproof. If the tunnel explodes, the waterproof gates will be closed. And in Sirkeci and in Üsküdar, there's two gates from the tunnel. And there's a water pump system to get the water out of the from tunnel if they explode, or the waterproof system. There are two power. There are lots of pumps, water pumps, and as you can see, there is a few minutes to cross Bosphorus, and it's so environmental, fastest, and to decrease the traffic system. And the Sirkeci station has the longest escalator system. Let's go up the escalator and go to the Sirkeci train station. Map of Istanbul the Fatih. After a long escalators, we reach Sirkeci train stationary, most oriental Bulgar train station. So let's trip out there and let's look around. Express. Yes, this is the most important part of the Sirkeci train station because we making presenting the Oriental Express, the west of the east, the Haydarpasa, the east of the west Sirkeci train station. So as you can see, when you look at the train station, we can see an east style, but in Haydarpasa train station we can see west style because they want to make connection between the train stations. So when you come to Haydarpasa, you feel like you are in west. When you come here, you feel like a east because of the Oriental Express. Oriental Express first station is Sirkecigar from Istanbul. It departures and goes to Paris. This project made by the second Abdülhamit again. Second Abdülhamit made diplomatic things, and after that the international trains over departure here, and it even goes around. And when the passengers come here, one of the most luxurious restaurants here, as you can see, the most luxurious men's and women's diplomaticians, politicians come here and eat here. And now from there, also in Halkalı, the Bulgarian train, Romanian train, Paris train is an Oriental Express departures here also. In 13 August, every time 13th August, Oriental Express comes here and stays 3 days here and goes. One of the most luxurious train in the world, whole world. But after this Marmaray project and T4 Yeni Kapı Sirkeci Söğütlüçeşme tramline, it decreases here. So now international trains are very low at the whole world, also in Istanbul. The only international trains in Turkey departs here and Halkalı station. So let's look at the Oriental Express. There's also museum in here, and also restaurant in Sirkeci station. Just feel the Oriental style. Anyway, we can say that Agatha Christie wrote the biggest novel of them and the most popular, famous novel written here. What is that? It's absolutely the murders in Orient Express. about food. What is the most famous food after a restaurant? You may need to get a coffee, drink a coffee. Also, do you want to eat, maybe you want to eat a dessert. Kuru kahveci Mehmet Efendi. This is the most famous coffee, and Turkish coffee sells Turkish coffee. It comes to Ottoman Empire. When they come to Sirkeci station, passengers, they drink coffee here, and also they eat dessert from Hafız Mustafa. We are going to our last station, Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia, with train. Just watch our trip. Now we come to the Sultanahmet Square. In the ancient times, the Byzantines using as a hippodrome, but now it's Sultanahmet Square. In Ottoman Empire, we made it Sultanahmet Mosque as a blue mosque. Also, we can say blue mosque. And in Byzantium, the Hagia Sophia, that you be used to church, but now it's a mosque. And Ottoman Empires made this square, not hippodrome, and Byzantines using as a hippodrome. Let's discover it. To show Istanbul's one of the most popular figures, the fat cat. Most important last stop, Hagia Sophia, and it is one of the most important buildings of Istanbul and was built by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian. It was built in 537. So Hagia Sophia, which was built, is the largest church in our period, so it was famous for architecture and history. After that, Ottoman Empire at 1453, the Fatih Sultan Mehmet made it as a mosque, and then it was used as a museum by the Republic of Turkey, and then in 2020 it was responded as a mosque again. Hagia Sophia is the most of the famous for the dome, and it was inspired by the Mimar Sinan for Blue Mosque, and he made it across of it, made a Blue Mosque as a Sultanahmet Mosque. There are secret things about Hagia Sophia, and there is a special doors that it makes you more lucky. And there are 300 doors in Hagia Sophia. We can't go inside now because there is a praying time. So I will tell you about there. And there is a big wall, and inside it there is a hole, and you put your hand and making ground. If you can you make a 360 degrees, your wishes will be real. And there are secret doors that I say that it can be open to hell and heaven, according to the legendary. And in Byzantines made a lot of Jesus photographies and Virgin Mary's photography, but now they all closed by the Fatih Sultan Mehmet and the other Ottoman empires, because it turned to mosque from the church. And now from that photographies there are name of the Allah, name of the Muhammad, name of the Allah, name of the God. We can say there are a lot of names of God, so we can say everything. And coming to this, there are lots of Ottoman Empire's style, and there are four styles: Fatih Sultan Mehmet's, second Abdülhamit, and the other Ottoman empires. And in first floor, the praying mosque, and the second floor is same, is like a church. And when it is a museum, we can go there and search around and look for Jesus and look for the secret doors. But now it's closed. I know that it's closed because it's mosque now. So we can go now. Hagia Sophia made architecture Mimar Sinan, and so it inspired him and make him more ambitious about to make new Hagia Sophia. And so this is the new mosque inspired by Hagia Sophia. Sultanahmet Mosque has 6 minarets and 4 minarets with the 3 balconies, and it were built on 4 corners of the mosque. And there is a Masjid Haram also. Its remaining short minarets with 2 balconies, and construction of the Sultanahmet Mosque on the Masjid Haram. So it's a mega, had 6 minarets. As we can say the different from the Hagia Sophia is the biggest balcony and 6 minarets and more bigger than Hagia Sophia. The dome is more bigger than Hagia Sophia. It was built in the Şehzade, Prince Ahmet period. So it's built by architecture Sinan. As you can see, this structure with fits by architecture. As you can see, there are some. Hello guys, this is the 3rd Ahmet fountain. It started to tulip period, which is when time is about architecture and it's about the science, and it's like a cultural period. There are lots of cultural evolutions, and it turns to more national cultural. So we can talk about Potter Nedim, and we can talk about Potter Shehi. Like this is the most important names in Tulip period. So guys, this is the Topkapı Palace. It is built by the Fatih Sultan Mehmet in 2453 after the conquering the Istanbul, and it was used by the hippodrome in Byzantine Empire, and it all have been the management central in Ottoman Empire, and emperors live here and do his diplomatic and politic things, also live here in harem. But we can't enter now because of the time, it's dark outside now. So guys, it's time to finish our trip. One day, one trip in a one day. This is a trip of Istanbul, and we have no time, enough time. If we have enough time, we go to Topkapı Palace. Thank you for listening and watching, and also thank you for the presenter, Einstein Science Academy. Subscribe, comment, and like it. Goodbye, everyone. Meet with our team. Hello.
Hi,
my
guys.
cameraman.
Hello, I am Yayda. I am sister of Rızabek, and today I am working Rızabek's camera and assistant.
Assistant.
Yeah, I am assistant today. So if you like our video, like the bottom and share this video. See you next video.
Hello, I'm the director, Rızabek. Also, I'm in the cast. And we are all thanking to presenter Einstein Science Academy. Goodbye.
Bye.